Hey guys, this is so funny because this is the second live I have again with no freaking with no power. I'm at my own house though this time and I have no power, so I hope you guys can hear me and see me. This is sun setting. I'm gonna be here until the power comes on inside, and then yeah. Anyway, welcome to another live. It's so sad. I had a whole setup inside. I was ready to go. What a fail. But anyway, so today's live is all about moving. Sorry, people are messaging me. Everything you need to know about moving moving to Africa, moving to Uganda specifically, and then also, what did I want to touch on? I wanted to specifically also touch on mistakes I made, things I wish I had done prior to coming, obviously. So right now it's just one of us in here. I think everyone's still probably trying to come or thought I wasn't coming online because I'm about 2 minutes late, but we're getting there. Anyway, I guess we'll start with housekeeping things. If you guys didn't know, I have a merch store. Oh, I was supposed to also wear my shirt, but power. Anyway, I have a merch store, and you can go on there as well to go check out stuff that I have. And what else? Patreon is still pending. It's coming. And then the other thing I wanted to mention was, people kept asking about like supporting my endeavors and my team and all of that fun stuff. So also PayPal. So all of this is in the description box, usually below or like in videos and such. So yeah. Anyway, let's get comfy. The names of these lives are now KBs and Chai. I had that title planned for some other stuff, for some interesting topics and having like people come on, but this will be like KBs and Chai live, and then that one would just be like the actual topics. I wanted to do that just so like people who've lived abroad can kind of share their experiences more, but what they've gone through and different scenarios and topics that people feel like hit them close to home. And then KBs because it's Kabozi, and then Chai, but today we have wine. So I hope y'all are comfy though. I hope this light lasts. You know, in Uganda, the sun sets always around the same time. And legit, like, I want to show you guys. I don't know if you can see it. It's so pretty. But it lasts for like 2 minutes. So this is going to go in about 15 minutes. And I hope my power's back by then. Why is this always my wahala on Mondays when I want to do lives? Last Monday I didn't do a live. Like, it was good. Anyway, let's get into these topics. So if you guys have questions, put them in the chat box below, to the side. I'm realizing I can't see them live, but I can if I go on my phone. So what I'm going to do is start off with answering some questions from YouTube. From Instagram. As I answer some of the Instagram ones. So someone had asked, dealing with relationships, be it love or friendship, when you make a move downs, like just talk with you guys about stuff. I have not been the worst person to keep up with what's going on in Canada. It's really bad. Like, I think it was easier in quarantine because everyone was stuck in their home, so I would like check on friends and check up on people, but I have not really been the best at that. I do talk to my family every day, someone in my family every day, so it's my mom or my sister, somebody I chat to. But with friendships, I definitely can say I could do better. I've not been good at that with keeping up with people at home, and I think a lot of it was like the time difference, and like even if I'm WhatsApping someone and like response is like a day later, it's really bad excuses, but I definitely could be doing a lot better in that department. But I think we're all in this general understanding that we're adults and like people are just really busy. Uganda has a very big culture of meeting up. Like if you miss someone, you want to see somebody, you haven't done anything, you meet up. The culture, I feel like abroad in North America is very, it's very like, hey, what's up? Through a text, and then it's like, okay, I did my thing. Oh my god, I can see messages on the side. Sorry, the last chat was not like that, so it was driving me nuts. Hi, Moneymaker. I like your name. So I definitely feel like I could definitely do better in that department. But the specific question is dealing with relationships. So I feel like as you grow up too, and you figure yourself out a little bit more, and you understand who you are, and you become more self-aware, I feel like it's a lot harder it's harder to navigate all types of friendships. I think you find yourself in like closer circles, smaller circles. I think everyone can kind of relate in that sense. But you have friends for different things who fulfill your needs in different areas. Like, I don't think one friend can ever fulfill everything for you ever. Like, you're gonna have friends in different departments, and that's totally fine. It's normal. So I feel like that's how I personally dealing with friendships, especially when you're moving somewhere and you're big age, and like you have to still keep the ones where you left, and then the ones that you have, like new ones that you've cultivated, is just understanding that no one's ever going to hit all your needs. So X that immediately. And then from there, having understanding that everyone serves you in different ways, as you do for them in different ways. You know, I'm not going to be everything for everyone, and that's okay. That's normal. We've grown. We're not 19 anymore. My friend asked, "What's the cockroach is saying in UG?" Real question, LOL. Actually, I'm laughing because oh my god, the light. I'm laughing because I'm hella fearful of bugs. I don't like roaches, and I didn't know until recently that they freaking fly. They fly. So for me, especially, also, I don't like mosquitoes. I don't like flies. I don't like anything. I don't like bugs. So personally, I spray my house. Like, not constantly, but like at least once a week or twice a week, I spray my house completely. Every crack and crevice. I don't care if I need to use 5 bottles, everything. And then I also use these like mosquito things, which I'll show you guys when the power is back, when I can go inside. They're like little wall plugs. And ever since then, I've never needed a mosquito net, and I've never got mosquitoes in my house. Like, I'm really fortunate. And I close my windows, as you see this one back here, by like 5 p.m. Like, everything, doors and windows closed. By the time the sun is coming down, even before the sun comes down, everything is closed, guys. I don't play with bugs, and they don't play with me. We just don't vibe. Bugs and animals. Okay. So somebody had asked, Airbnb prices in Uganda and Uber service improved, and has Uber services improved yet? You guys ready for a rant? Okay, let's first start with Airbnb prices. They're actually pretty dope. Personally, and what I'm compared to, like, I know some people hate it, but it's my reality. It's like, I grew up in a certain city for a very long time, so it is what it is. So in Toronto, like, if you're in the main city, to get an Airbnb, at least minimum, you're looking at like $100 a night or something. Uganda, you can get them for like $30. I think 30 is minimum, and then like obviously they go up if you get a house or like more space and whatever. But I think decent ones, you shouldn't be paying more than like $50 a day, and those are really, really good. Sorry, let me check if my power is back. Nope. Anyway, so yeah, so Airbnbs, they're pretty decent. And you obviously like looking, this is like inner city prices. Of course, if you go to Entebbe or Jinja or whatever, if you're doing a getaway, they're going to change. There's a pool, there's many bedrooms, it's going to be different. So keep that in mind. Hello, Ingrid. Hi. I need to come back to Orlando. I'm obsessed. Sorry, I love amusement parks and stuff. I loved it over there. But anyway, okay. And then in terms of Uber services, sorry, I want to rant because today I went through it today. So Uber kicked me off because some Uber driver lied and said I didn't pay her, but I paid her. It was through and it came later. And that's not my business. I'm sorry if Airtel held the funds till later. So she reported me, and now Uber won't let me use cash. And if you guys didn't know this, I think I mentioned this in my transportation video, but hi, Terrell. You can't, there's no way to maneuver constantly throughout Kampala with Uber on a card. They will kick you the hell off. Like, I'm not even joking. Oh my God, it's getting too dark now, guys. Anyway, yeah, so they'll kick you off. Like, they do not care at all. So Uber drivers, the minute you call an Uber, they're like, cash or card. And especially because they hear my accent, they're just like, cash or card. And the minute you say card, they just don't care. So Uber, oh, there we go. We just hold this. So Uber out here thinking, okay, well, you've now lost your your privileges to use cash, use card. So I explained to them, I'm like, first of all, this was not my fault. Second of all, I can't use card because no one's going to pick me up. So now I can't use actual Uber anymore. There's other services like Bolt, but Bolt sucks. I'm not even going to lie. Like, today they dropped me. I live in a certain area. I was about to say where I live. I live in a certain area. It's not far from like like Semanti Kololo sides, and it said I went to Namambe. So now this Uber driver is expecting me to pay 18K. And I was like, my ride is supposed to be 8K, and I have 8K in cash. So I gave it to him. I'm like, that's between you and your employer. That's nothing to do with me. But I was nice. I sent him a message. I was like, this was incorrect. I want to make sure the driver gets paid, blah, blah, blah. The guy was like getting mad at me. I'm like, I need to go home. I'm tired. Bye. So yeah, there's just issues like that. It's just very annoying. I don't think it should be cash, but it's a cash economy, so they can't just have card. But they need to figure something out because it's terrible. Like takes the piss. It's so bad. So yeah, personally, I wouldn't do it. If you can, get a car, which we'll get into in a bit on the things I wish I had, like mistakes I made and things I wish I would have done prior to moving to Eugene. But y'all know I got stuck here, so it's not really my fault. Okay, so I want to answer some questions from the YouTube community because some of you guys had asked questions under my post, and they were really dope questions actually. So I hope the people are around. Sorry, that's the neighbor beside me is a business, and the boat is dropping something, and I'm like, bruh. Okay. So let me keep this open because I think with the white light, it makes it brighter for now. I don't see lights happening inside there, so I don't think the power is back. 1 second. Dude. Okay, so, all right, so someone had asked, talk about jobs in Uganda. If someone is to move back, is there jobs to start or you have to move back with your own business? So I feel like it just depends on where you are in life. Personally, if you want to, like, because not everybody's meant to run a business or have a business. It's literally 24/7 nonstop. Not everyone has that heart, and that's totally fine and okay. So what I would say is I would come a few times and start creating a rapport with the expat community. It's huge. There's a lot of expats who are here, and there's a lot of opportunities. I remember when I first started coming in 2013, 2014, there was a girl who's around my age. So she must have been maybe at most 25, but she was like 24, 25. And she was half Swedish, half Ugandan, but she was working for the Swedish embassy. And she got that opportunity and was able to live here. So, but get paid obviously appropriately through like the Swedish kind of, whatever, like their currency. So I was like, yo, that's so dope. Like if I was okay with working for somebody, I would have done that because then you're able to still be able to have the perks of living here, but on a more stronger currency and being paid more appropriately to like what you feel like you deserve, right? So I thought that was pretty dope. There are job boards. I think someone had asked me that. I don't remember on what platform, but I'll answer that. So I have a friend. I actually did an interview with her, which shameless plug. I'll put it in here. And her thing is called Pro Intern. So her name is Vanessa, and she does a marvelous job pairing fresh graduates or like just about to graduate, people who are just about to graduate or finish, with job opportunities, internships, and then from there they can prove themselves to you, whether they're to a business, whether they're like worthy of staying or whatever. So you could always apply to situations like that or setups like that, websites where they can hook you up with jobs. In Uganda, there's nothing like a network. A network will get you far. You need a network. So what I recommend is don't just plop yourself here. Obviously, grow a network through the times that you come. Be intentional when you move, when you're coming to visit. Like, don't just Dutty December. Like, come with a bit of a plan to meet a few people. Say you're like an engineer, go in the engineering community. I don't know. Meet people, and then you can go from there. But I think it's like there's expat opportunities. I had heard, I'm not going to quote it because I don't know, but I had supposedly heard that the American embassy, what they pay, hey, yeah, I'd have been like, bruh, let me be American. Let me just real quick get a green card and apply to work here because they got paid apparently very well. And then on top of that, they also get allowances. You got a car, you got your housing covered. I was like, so why are more people here? I'd be under that. So things to consider. Just talk to people. Because one thing about Uganda is there's nothing on the internet. You can't Google things and find them quickly. Like you need to actually be on ground and figure your things out. Okay. So Gold Moon, hi, I like your name. Hey, from Toronto. I miss my city, but I heard it's the ghetto right now. There's nothing going on, so it's okay. What are the airports like? What are the current COVID-19 rules? I haven't flown out yet because I was waiting on my passport and my dual citizenship, which I finally got. So now that I got it, I need to first apply for some other things, and then I can kind of travel. But the current rules, I don't know about in the airport specifically, but the current rules here, we're still under freaking curfew. I don't know what the benefit of it is. Someone had explained it to me and it made sense a while ago, but I was like, bruh, it's it's upsetting me and my homegirl. So personally, I'm like, I can't. Like, it's fine. Yeah. Anyway, whatever. Curfew, 9 p.m. And then you have to wear your mask everywhere, of course. And then what else? Hands, like everywhere you go, because everywhere is gated in Uganda. So everywhere you have to go inside somewhere, when there's a gate and the gate person, you need to hand sanitize and you have to wear a mask. They make you sign a book. Even before COVID, they'd always make you sign those stupid visitor books. But I think now it's like you'll have to record your temperature. They like want to keep a trace of where the hell you've been, just in case somebody's got COVID, and your phone number and stuff like that. So apparently we're a little bit more strict, quote unquote, than a lot of other places that I've heard. Like when I was telling my sister all of this, than say like Canada area. However, y'all are in some weird lockdown. Like nothing's open over there, so that's just different. What are the airports like with COVID? I couldn't really tell you, but yeah, I feel like from what everybody has said, it's pretty much the same as what we're dealing with in Kampala. You just have to like really. First of all, you just arrive hella early. They go and check everything and everybody, and they're just super strict, just like everywhere else in the world. So yeah. What are the requirements for foreigners to invest, open a business in Uganda? So I actually want to do a specific video on this because there are different rules and the rules are always changing. So even if I do it, I think it'll be different very, very quickly because I don't know. I don't even know why. But I do know that when it comes to like opening bank accounts and stuff like that, like you need your passport, obviously. What else? Oh, you're welcome, Gold Moon. I think there was something specific. Like I was trying to open my first like company under me, but I had to make sure like my dad was under it because it was just hella complicated if it was just me as a foreigner. You get taxed very differently. But why I say keep checking because things change. Like when I had gone to do my dual citizenship, when I first started the process, it was end of 2020, when we were allowed to like ministries were open again and whatever. And then at that point, it was like $400 if you were indigenous Ugandan to get your passport, and then $1,000 for if you're non-Ugandan but you wanted to become a Ugandan citizen. Not for your passport, sorry. This is all just for dual citizenship. Then in the process of my papers already being in, they had changed it and said it's $200 for indigenous Ugandans and then $5,000 if you're not Ugandan, which I understand because apparently people were getting passports and doing criminal things around the world pretending to be Ugandan. So I was like, yo. Anyway, so I think that was for protection. But what I'm trying to say is that you can be in the process in the middle of doing something and things just change out of the blue. There's no announcement. There's no email. There's no nothing. So whatever I even tell you, like I really want to bring somebody just talking about investing as a foreigner, especially in things like real estate. For example, foreigners cannot own any land. You can lease it, but the leases can be like 75 years, 100 years, whatever the agreement is with the person who owns the land. But you yourself as a foreigner cannot own land, which I also want to touch on specifically because there are a lot of diasporan Ugandans, and for the longest time, we were never allowed to have dual citizenship. So a lot of people had to denounce their Ugandan citizenship to get their others, whether you're Canadian, US, or UK. So what so many questions I have is for friends that I have, for example, who grew up like me, but their parents are going to they're going to inherit things from their parents. What happens to your land? Because technically you're a foreigner. Like, sure, you're indigenous Ugandan, but you're not actually registered. So what happens to that? Like, there's so many questions, so many floating around questions with no answers. So a lot of that I do want to answer for you guys. So keep that in mind. Speaking of people who are like me who grew up abroad, oh my God, these lights really don't want to come on in the neighborhood. And this is my fault. I had my money for my inverter. I was going to buy it and then I bought something else. This is God telling me, don't you be trying to adult and do stupid things. But anyway, so that segues into what I wanted to kind of touch on today, which was specifically focusing on mistakes that I made. They're on my phone though, and I feel like my phone's about to die. If it dies, guys, this may be it. Anyway, actually, before I get into that, so there's more questions on YouTube. Oh, someone asked what